Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon where I'll be talking about the movies, TV shows, theme parks, merchandising, I don't know, whatever the case may be, whatever is related to Disney in any shape or form there's a chance to talk about. This is going to be a top 20 list of the dumbest, most asinine, absurd controversies surrounding Disney. And none of these makes any sense whatsoever. At first, originally, this was going to be a top 10 list, but I just figured since there's so many of these, I just go up 10 more, I guess, and make it 20. Yes, there's even more than that, but I just set it for 20 because I feel like it just could go on forever. This video is already going to be pretty lengthy as it is, and that's the thing, folks. That aside, yes, everybody has their own right to say their own opinion. Everybody can watch whatever they want. Everybody can like whatever they want to like. I'm not trying to take that away from anybody, obviously. Of course, nobody is going to force anyone to watch any of these movies, ever. If you never watched these movies that I'm about to mention, fine, don't. And if you do watch these movies, nobody's forcing you to like them. But that's not going to stop anybody from saying anything incredibly stupid. For for this list, to clarify for this, of course they have to be good movies, first of all. And second of all, they have to be surrounded by some stupid, asinine, absurd controversy. And they don't have to be a part of a franchise, though they can be a part of it. They can be live action or not. They can be from any director from any time and whatnot. So, and in no real order. So let's get into it, shall we? So here we go. Yeah, right, folks. By starting this off, you can already say that they totally missed the point. Just like any other movie in this list, they missed the point. Yeah, this film got some controversy just because of the fact that it was directed by a white man, and that's it. That's that's the issue with the movie, which is ridiculous because first of all, I mean, okay, what I'm about to say does not apply just to Disney, but just any film for that matter. But point being is that you have to do a lot of research to do any movie, animation or live action, it doesn't matter, and that's what this individual did do a lot of research. So sounds absurd anyway because of the fact that you want these group of individuals to be educated, and once they get educated, you still get mad at them. Like one of those situations. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. What the hell? Oh boy, it really does not make any sense, like at all. At number 19 is the original Beauty and the Beast because it's somehow promote this kind of thing. Also on top of verbal abuse as well. So apparently that this is what this movie is trying to do. It's just trying to cover it up as like something sweet and trying to normalize, I guess, romanticize this kind of thing. But that's clearly not what's going on in the movie, like at all. It's just people jumping the gun as usual. I don't mean, I'm just attempting to make Disney look bad just because. It doesn't make any sense. That's not what's going on. You missed the point. You missed the entire point what this film's trying to do. I mean, yes, Beast is short tempered. Yes, he yells quite a bit. Yes, but still, though, that's Christ. Come on. At number 18, yeah, the fact that it places this pastor in a bad light somehow, yeah, ruffled some feathers, so to speak. And the fact that yes, there's a gypsy whom is portrayed as a good person is somehow bad. And yes, a physically disabled main character is somehow a bad thing. Like the person, like these two people are desirable just because of that. Oh yeah, and the fact that there was one scene in the film where the pastor actually was lusting after the gypsy character, which is also viewed as a big no-no because sex is bad apparently. Oh boy, just wow. We're all human. Everybody has desires, which in itself it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, really, when you think about it. All right, and number 17, of course, again, it's ridiculous. Why does this have to happen? But there you go, I guess. Yeah, some people, okay, a lot of people, I should say, got upset over this scene. The where there was a lesbian kiss for like brief second here, in the third installment of the sequel trilogy. This was deemed controversial because, of course, somehow Disney has gone woke because of this. Even though, despite the fact that lesbian representation has been in cinema for eons, and you can separate the woke culture and the LGBT plus. It doesn't have to be together, which of course a lot of people don't seem to understand. But there you go. But the Star Wars universe is a vast universe anyway. You mean to tell me that nobody swings a certain way? You think you would have eventually come across somebody who might like someone of the same gender? That in itself is not a bad thing, you know. Oh boy. Speaking of representation, at number 16 is something from the MCU, the superhero stuff. So, okay, it's to be more specific, the Love and Thunder film. So yeah, a lot of people already didn't like this film because there's a woman involved somehow. She's somehow part of the main plots, I guess you can say. That already pissed off a lot of people, that alone. But now that included some LGBT plus community, that pissed people off even further. Of course, this does lead to the fact that it was banned in several places, which of course is pretty ridiculous when you think about it, because of the fact that this is nothing new. There's been characters like this in other aspects of cinematic history. Why does this seem to be like, oh, it's like the only time that this kind of thing has happened? It has had occurred before, so this was not the only time. Oh boy. So okay, you're doing some sci-fi stuff right here. So it kind of goes into what I was saying a moment ago, anyway. Because of the fact I'm going to be talking about for a brief moment. Yep, Lightyear. Again, it gets banned for the exact same reason, just for having the LGBT plus type characters in a movie. Why does this seem to bother some people so much? I have no idea. But point being, just because this happened in the movie for a split second, yeah, it was literally just a split nanosecond. Somehow that was enough to have this film banned. Well, in more than one area. So there you go. It's just unfortunate that this is still a thing that we have this kind of attitude. But point being is that this is still a thing that happens, of course. The movie itself is fine, but somehow having these type of characters, including these types of themes, somehow decreases the quality of the film somehow, which of course was never explained. So again, one of the MCU films makes on this list for the second time, I guess you can say. And yes, of course, it has something to do with the Black Panther 2 or just Wakanda Forever, I guess you can call it. Yeah, this was, of course, received some heavy criticism for having some like a lesbian thing going on, and apparently this was demasculating African fathers somehow. Like this was supposed to be making the African fathers look weak in comparison to women, just because there was a woman playing the Black Panther. Yeah, it's really absurd shit. I've spoken about this kind of thing before in a separate video. Yeah, some of these topics I've spoken about before. But I just thought I was talking about this here because it's somehow a good enough reason to get some controversy. That doesn't make any sense. But there you go, I guess. Anyway. Alright. Star Wars makes on this list again for having a female lead. Yeah, seriously, what the hell? This is specifically The Last Jedi. According to critic Kevin Swanson, having feminism in the film is somehow a bad thing. And yeah, this, of course, means he was not impressed with the film's feminist edge, apparently, because apparently this contradicts what the Bible is trying to teach young women. He didn't like the fact that this kind of thing is present in the film. Therefore, as a result, it's against families. Like Disney does not care about the families. It only cares about helping women and women with the rights and whatnot. Which, yes, sounds incredibly sexist. But then again, everything on here on this video sounds stupid when you think about it. Man, just Christ. I mean, I spoke about this as well, but this really does not make any sense, like whatsoever. Nothing here makes sense. Oh yeah, speaking of stuff that's absurdly picky, here we go. Going way back when to the original Princess film. Yep, it's Sleeping Beauty and the Seven Dwarfs. Yeah, this was deemed as too scary because those moments like the one with the trees. Yeah, this was deemed as too gloomy right here because oh no, the princess could die. Yes, the main character can die. Yes, to be somewhat fair here, Disney was always had some sort of morbid curiosity with death, but it does make sense within the contents of the movie because of the fact that Disney wanted to show that not even your favorite character, even if she's the main character, nobody's safe. Not even the main character is safe from harm, which is realistic. You're gonna have to teach kids that death does exist. It is a part of life. It is there. Oh boy, just really nitpicky. At number 11, of course, going after the classics as they often do. Oh boy. So yeah, for this one, folks, it's the original Cinderella. Yeah, a lot of people view this film as to be really sexist, which it is not. It's not sexist. They seem to dismiss the whole idea that she was technically a housemaid, and housemaids are usually just for women. It doesn't have to be just for women, really, but it's usually accompanied with women mostly. And again, they're trying to look at this from a more modern day lens, despite the fact that this was made back in the 1950s. It was a different society back then. I'm not saying Disney himself was sexist. I'm not saying that at all. It was just a different time back then. Of course, people's point of view is going to be different compared to now. Even if maybe there's some stuff that might be similar, sure, to some extent. I'm just saying. Nothing here makes any sense. Again. Alright, just a quick side note here is that I just want to say that I'm going to do a separate video for the rest of this because of the fact I know that this video is starting to get quite long here. And yeah, for that reason, I'll do a separate video, obviously. So, yes, as you can see, there's quite a bit of stuff to discuss here. And it's ridiculous. Anything, I mean, it really is. Just makes it seem you can't enjoy nothing without having someone get offended over something that's not there. It's a non-existent problem. This is what I'm getting at. It's a non-existent problem. Oh boy, just I don't know anymore. Just whatever. I mean, yes, you're gonna say it's a new age nowadays. The audience from even from the '90s and even the 2000s were like that really early 2000s is different then compared to now. Sure, but still. All right, folks. As always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time. See ya. Oh yeah. Oh boy.